Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Icelian Gaming. I am happy to be bringing you a replay from the recent Intel Extreme Masters World Championships. Now, this was in the pool play. I believe this was Pool C. And this is going to be Liquid Zenio, spawning here in the top right corner of ESL's Cloud Kingdom, against his opponent, Mouse CC. I don't know why he has the CC. Maybe they could just be a sponsor that I'm not familiar with. I wanted to add him into the name there. Whatever the case, he is going to be spawning in the bottom left corner of Cloud Kingdom. Now, Cloud Kingdom is a fairly new map that I love. I think it's a great map. I think it is very well designed. I think it shows a whole lot of potential and possibilities and a lot of play styles. I think it's very fair to all races, and some people might disagree. It does tend to allow for a fair number of counterattacks and backstabs through some areas for Zerg. However, I think for the most part, I think it's very well done. This is from the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship recently held in Hamburg, Germany. This is for at least for their last season. And yeah, it was a great event. I watched a little bit of it online late at night, early in the morning for me. MC ended up winning. So surprised neither of these players will end up winning the overall championship, but it's okay because this is just pool play, so still don't know how it's going to end up. This is a best of 3 series, and I hope you will enjoy watching all 3 games, if there are to be 3. Maybe not. Normal Forge Fast Expand coming out here for mana. Completely understandable. Zenio did go for a pool first. I've seen this from Zergs recently when they know that their Protoss opponent is going to Forge Fast Expand, or if they believe their opponent is Forge Fast Expanding. They will definitely go pool first, and they will wait a long time for their expand. Zenio going for what looked like maybe about a 14 pool, but it's not followed up with by gas, and I saw Stefano did this against White Raw just recently on a stream with some regular little normal play, and then Mana drops the pylon just to block the hatchery a little bit more. It almost might not fully block the hatchery, but it will. So that's taken care of. Hatchery goes down. Zergling's going to run around here and take care of this probe, prevent any shenanigans from happening. Now the cannon did just warp in. Gateway has gone down. So this base is completely... Oh, there's a little bit of a slip right there. Not fully blocked in. Yeah, Mana seeing that going, oh, whoops. Another pylon will no doubt go there, or maybe the cyber core right behind it. 2 gas fallout, 4 mana. He can't stay without gas for too long, and yes, this one little Zergling just checking in case for anything, you know, just in case. This is when you get into high-end professional play, real big tournament, the last thing that you want is to be caught off guard by some little cheesy cannon rush. Zenio really droning up here, not at all going for it. Now just going for the gas. You can say he's nearing an oversaturation. He is oversaturated, at least on minerals. Of course, a little bit of a transfer down here just for this extra, the natural base there. And the early queen, God, I will forever advocate early second queens for Zergs because, hey, look at that, creep tumor. Just so you don't have to make a third. If you don't fast expand, you still get a second queen because she comes down here. She then is that creep tumor first creator. Oh, and Mana is going to scout out the third coming here, which is not at all unexpected. When Zerg knows that Protoss is fast expanding, it is very expected that they would say, okay, well, then I've got to stay a base up, so I'm going to be getting the third. Both players just situating, sorting themselves out. A little bit of a Zergling zealot dance, looks like. A very big, well, not quite a very big. I thought it was a whole lot of drones, but no, there was some Zerglings slipped in with there. Zenio playing a very cautious style, very Well, at least to start, he wants to make sure there's nothing defending here. Very aware, I should say, very map controlling style. We want to make sure there weren't any cannons going down, there wasn't any 4 pylons going on here. He's got his Overlord to spot if anything's to drop. These Zerglings really want this Zealot dead. Now with the arrival of the reinforcements, that is not going to happen. They are just going to slip away. And Mana is... oh, he's moving around. He's getting ready for an attack. Although there's no forward pylon up here. Comes the Pro to drop it down. And that third getting situated for Zenio, who's already up to almost 50 harvesters. Speed just passing the halfway up, 2/3 mark. These Zerglings really want to make sure... nope, you're not going to. If we can help it. 12 Zerglings being spawned, more out on the field. And the Spine Crawler going down just in case. May even get to cancel that. These Zerglings are going to do a pretty good job with this Queen helping out. This aggression is definitely going to be held off. And there's the Zergling wings. More Zerglings coming out here. Going to be a little bit of fun. The pylon isn't destroyed in time, and 3 Zealots are going to get in here. This... oh, 8 health on the Stalker. There he goes. Going down finally. Zerglings need to be controlled a little bit. There we go. Pulling them away. Just go for the pylon and get that taken care of. And even a Spore Crawler. I'm not sure why he dropped a Spore Crawler here. He has gone up to Lair and Roach, as I'm completely missing all the teching that's going on. +1 armor on the way for Protoss. +1 weapons already finished. And it looks like it's going to be almost a sentry drop. And this might be kind of a gated style drop, where he could slip through the side, hope his opponent doesn't watch the mini-map, probably will anyway, but drop here, force field the bottom of the ramp, and then start warping in and attacking the top area. Now, Hydralisk Den is going out. That's a very interesting choice by Zenio. Roach Hydra is not something you see very often unless there's just Stargate play happening. And with 2 gas going down, 3 base fully saturated on every end, Zenio is going to be more than able to fund just about anything he wants, and he is going for Blue River Constitution, melee attack level 1. Probably could get down some more evolution chambers to snag, if he wants to get range level 1 and carapace 1 as well. Zergling's just hoping to try to find some opening in this wall. Not going to be the case. Mana doing a pretty good SimCity. Snagging one Zealot, maybe? Maybe? Come on, there we go. Observer sitting with the photon cannon seems a little bit redundant. Could be me, but here's the drop that I was looking at before. He is going to force field in the area, not going to prevent all the drones from escaping, but he's going to get pretty good coverage with his Zealots here. Not sure how Zenio has responded to this. He's spawning 10 roaches. We have the Zerglings sitting down at the bottom, but they're going to be idle, and in fact, here the roaches do finally spawn. Only the sentries hop up into the prison. The Zealots are deemed completely expendable, and a good hatchery snipe by Zenio. Some great worker kills. Good hatchery snipe. Completely forgot what I was going to say. My mind is just going blank. Immortals are on the way. Ground weapon level 2 as well. And Blink. Blink is actually just finishing. The Stalker's pretty good transition for Mana. Will help against these Zerglings, especially if they can blink up to the high ground and just get more shooting down. Oh, these sentries could get caught completely off guard, dumping what energy they can. One of them getting destroyed. One of them barely living. It looks like Zenio is now making out, creating Hydralisks. Is he going to be going for any kind of a Nidus Worm play? Is he going to be trying for, oh, snipe the Overseer. I'm not sure what really he's going for. I'm not sure why he's getting the Hydralisks. There's no airplay coming out. Maybe he just thought that there was. Changeling here is going to spot, yes, the Nexus coming in. He knows his opponent is going up to a third. He is already on his way to his fourth, though. Good early catch by that. It's super heavy Stalker play coming in here as the weapons level 2 has finished. But now we have Mulists on the field. Unfortunately, the Blink Stalkers that are already out are going to be a pretty ready counter to that. There is a fair number of Mutas, however. They will be easily able to get some of these workers without any cannons or High Templar down here. War Prism just kind of chilling, taking a break, a well-earned break, I would say. And 10 Mulists going to be flocking in. Here come the Photon Cannons. These Mulists were spotted, but far too late. So many worker kills. Oh my gosh, these Mutas are just having a field day. 7 just in that one little engagement. Maybe 6 if one was killed earlier. And yes, this Observer did spot some of the Mulists that were out. I don't get that Hydro Stress, but you know, by this point it doesn't matter too much. Zenio is just full on Mutas. He is abusing the power that Mulists can hold. Mana already getting ready to defend his third with a whole slew of Stalkers, and it's going to be a fantastic defense from Zenio. He knows well in advance that this is coming. And Zenio just turns right back around and says, nope. No, he is going to engage this. Force fields going down are going to be very well placed, and with the Immortal there, yeah, that's a terrible engagement for Zenio. I'm not sure what he was looking for. Now, 4 Zealots are going to be moving into here, and they are going to find the 5th base, which is going to be a pretty... That's going to be a good engagement. Probably snipe that out. Nope, he's pulling his forces back to attack. And Mana's going to be moving out behind this as Zenio pulls his forces back. Now does... No, he does not know about that 4th base. It's actually been up for a fair time. So Zenio almost kind of faking him out, saying, ah, now my 4th base is secure. And Mouse Mana says, ha ha ha, I'm going to snipe this out to my main force, then my opponent will be even bases with me. Zenio pulling all the drones, but they may not live if a good forward blink happens. No, he does not want to blink into what he does not know about. Up ahead. Whole string of Zerglings going to be running down, and no cannons, no gateways to be blocking this off. Oh, that's a terrible, terrible decision for Mana. He is going to trade bases here. He's taken out the 3rd. He's about to lose his own, and Zenio has a 4th. Zerglings even catching, moving up, trying to snipe out any of the probes they can. Mutas probably would have been a better choice for that. And Mana, oh, he's not going to go for the 4th. Still doesn't know about it. Muta's going to be coming in here. The cannon is destroyed. This gateway, if it can be focused down, would open up a whole chamber, or the cyber core would open up an entire wide gap for Zenio to just stream straight in. More Stalkers being warped. Cannons being focused down here. Meanwhile, the Mutas are just going to town, forcing a probe transfer into the natural. And I think Zenio will have enough to hold this off. Yes, more than enough. It's just these Mutas are so annoying. Because Mana has to focus on the ground army and the natural first, this is going to... Oh, great blink catching these Mutas off guard. Very, very costly to be losing what Mutas he can. Another whole array of Zerglings. Almost, if we had Banelings in here, I would think that Zenio would be playing against Protoss. Or not Protoss, Terran. That's just it. He is playing against Protoss. It's so strange. Zergling Muta in the metagame for ZVP. 2 seasons ago, people would have called you crazy for it. Muta's moving right back in here saying, alright, nothing new. Let's just start taking out pylons. Probably ought to be going for production facilities more than anything else. And Mana really is looking for his opponents. He's looking for any bases he can find right now. Saying, where are you? Where is your 4th? He hasn't scouted. Has he scouted down here? No, he hasn't scouted either one of those. And Photon has left the game. He was just too bored. He says, I'm just too awesome for these guys. Good force field being placed down there. The Muta's really just in such huge numbers. You need Archons, you need Storms by this level. And this force field, oh, not even stopping the Zerglings who are running in here, getting good surrounds on these Stalkers. The Muta's just going to town against the Stalkers, the cannons. Mana is pushing forward, however, into Zenio's front door. Almost looks like a base trade scenario, but I believe Zenio would win this, especially since Mana has pulled back a defense force. And Zenio's just going to take his mutas, fly on out of here. The Zerglings are going to be able to snipe the last Nexus. Wow, Mana's actually going to be revealed from this. That is very, very surprising. Especially because he now has no probes. He has one probe on the field. So he is in absolute desperation mode. And given that the Zenio is mining off 2 bases, actually 2.5 even, and Mana never scouted this base. Oh, that's the killer right there. If he had known, but now Zenio is comfortably mining out of this base as well. These mutas are going to directly engage these Blink Stalkers, and while the micro is good, huge APM for both players, it's not going to be enough. Here come the Zerglings that are just going to finish everything off. And that is going to be GG for Mouse Mana. First game in the pool play. This is a best of 3 round between the two players. So this has been game 1, and I will see you in game 2.